Okay, this is part two of this door hinge replacement video and kind of where we are with the doors. So we did, oh, you saw part one. We made these holes a little bit bigger so we have a little adjustment there, and that same thing down there. So I have fiddled with these doors, no kidding, probably 2.5, 3 hours. So when I loosen these up, this door closes just fine. But now that they're tight, it springs right there, and our alignment is crap. So I have pushed up on the doors. I have done everything I can do to alleviate this. Typically the way they kind of adjusted these doors, my understanding was, is they just torqued up, wrenched up on them until they fit. So now, I got to thinking, I'm like, oh Lord, we have messed up on the positioning of this cowl. So in that vein, then we went around to the other door, and now granted, this one has the original hinges on it. I have not changed the hinges on this thing, and I literally lifted this thing up with a floor jack, put the 6 bolts in. Well, I'm sorry, and this one had a mirror there, and it had a pin, so I've just got a bolt stuck in there. It doesn't have that pressed pin in there. So literally, that's all I did, and that's what I get. It is almost falls on perfect. Now I'm out a little bit here, just a little bit, but my panel gap and all, it's really, I think about 10 minutes adjusting on that lower hinge to kind of suck it in this way. I really think we'd be there. So what that tells me is, at least in theory, is that our cowling, the way we did our cowls, worked. So we've always said that passenger side had looked like it had taken some kind of damage. There was pretty extensive damage to the inner bracing on the cowl, and it was beat up pretty good. And that door, the skin on this door is pretty rough too. And it's actually, you can kind of see where this door looks like it's been pushed that way. So now I think what's happened is this door, at some point when it did take a hit, they were able to do some work on it, and they made that door fit the damaged cowl. And then when we replaced this cowl, it showed back up on the door. So I think what we're going to do, well, I know what we're going to do. We're going to try to find a new door, or a used door, and see if we can't find one close to where we are in a reasonable price. Maybe it's a little better shape, and try that, because based on this guy, our cowl method seems to have worked pretty well. It needs a little adjustment, no doubt about it. And I think more of this is more kind of a when we do the body filler and stuff like that. I mean, it's going to be pretty small. But overall, I'm real happy with this, and like I said, it kind of confirms the way we did it in the video, on the lower cowl replacement. So, and these doors, I mean, really, there's nothing to them. There's 3 mounting tapered panhead screws there, and then there's the rivets here. So I mean, you basically stick them in there. You've got a little bit of adjustment, I mean, just a fuzz, and then that's pretty much it. Nothing real exciting to see there. So I guess what we're going to do until we can find this door, or I'm sorry, yeah, find the door for the other side, I think I'm going to work on these cab corners. Cab corners, that topic has been done to death. I'll go ahead and video it, and but I'm not going to spend a lot of time. There's a ton of good videos, probably better than I could ever do on this subject. So so that's kind of where we're at. Is finish up part 2. Appreciate you watching. Come back and see the next one.